Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Skyrim Let's Play. So, before we get started today, I am considering adding a few more mods that may introduce a couple of other races, so we might get to see like elves and things. I'm not sure if I want to do that, because we are in Skyrim and the Nords would of course be the vast majority, but it could be interesting just to have a little bit of diversity in our colony down the line. It doesn't necessarily mean that we would ever get elves in our colony. We just might occasionally see them. I haven't been able to find any good orc mods either. There is one for Warhammer 40k, but they're very Warhammery orcs, and they don't look like Elder Scrolls orcs. So I don't know if I'll bother with that, but that's just something I've been considering. Also, regarding electricity, I'm not going to use electricity except for in very particular circumstances where I feel like we should be able to do something, but because of RimWorld mechanics, we can't. For example, there are certain benches that we may want to use and may feel like we should be able to use, but because there's no like windmills in RimWorld, for example, we couldn't power them that way. And so what I might do as an alternative is use, we don't have access to it now, but use a wind turbine connected directly to that bench as sort of a counts as type thing. But you're never going to see like batteries or solar panels or anything like that in this playthrough. We're not going to use electricity unless it is something like the circumstance I just mentioned, which I don't know if we're going to run into anything like that. But I'm just putting it out there now. We may count turbines as windmills for like mechanical power down the line. But I don't know if we're going to do that or not. That's just a thought I had in case this circumstance ever arises. And then one last thing. I am taking names for new characters as they join. But if you are going to submit a character, you don't have to come up with a backstory or anything. This isn't Mountain Blade Warband. I can't really customize the characters all that much. So you're welcome to come up with a backstory, and I enjoy reading them. But you don't have to. However, if you are going to submit a name, do me a favor and tag it anywhere in the comment, just so that when I go through the community tab and search through the comments, I can just search that tag and find every name submission. So it'll be hashtag or # Skyrim name with no spaces, and I'll have that on screen so you guys know exactly what I'm referring to. But make sure you put that somewhere in your comment with the name suggestion. That way I can find it. If you don't do that, chances are I will never find it, or if I do, I might forget where it is. So make sure you do that. All right, so let's get started. Everybody's asleep, so I'm going to let the clock roll a little bit while I discuss future plans. I went ahead and I stretched this. I was stupid last episode. I was having such a hard time getting to planting areas or growing zones next to each other. And all I had to do was set them a row apart and then drag this one back down. So I've done that. Now they're completely adjacent. And we are still working on tilling the soil, but once we get that done, we should see a pretty significant boost in our growth rates. They're not growing right now because it's nighttime, and let's actually speed things up a bit. I don't know where I want to start construction first. The issue is we can't cut blocks, and I don't want to waste a bunch of wood on temporary structures. So I'm going to be very choosy about what I build and where I build it. Until we're able to cut blocks and do that sort of thing. But I'm thinking I might start over here, and people are going to start waking up, so I'm going to slow things down. Over here, I might start with, say, this tower and then work toward the mountain, and then we'll build out from there because this gives us a nice enclosed space. But we are going to need places. People have suggested chicken coops and stables, and that's definitely a good idea. I'll have to decide where I want to put those. Again, I'm not sure if I want to keep them inside the walls, or if I want to keep most of the agricultural stuff outside the walls and make this more of like a town in here. Not sure yet, so we'll figure that out. But that's neither here nor there, at least not for a while. I've also queued up another female boar for taming. This one's also 2 years old, so I figured if we had 2 females, 1 male, we could probably breed them a little bit more quickly. And then I figured, what the hell, well, let's try to tame this raccoon. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have Hawk have a raccoon pet. But more importantly, we got to get this alpaca. We really want wool, and if we don't get that one, chances are we might not get any. So I'll make sure that Hawk does that. The male is still around. The male is less important though, but if we could get both and breed them, that would be fantastic. There's all sorts of animals on this map though. It's so weird seeing so much life on a map after the other 2 scenarios we have going. If this is the only one you're watching, we're also doing a Star Wars themed one in basically on just a sheet of ice and mountains. So there's no life there except for our colonists in their little mountain research base. And then in our Warhammer 40k playthrough, we're in a very barren desert where we occasionally see some camels and lizards, but otherwise not a whole lot of living creatures. So let's see. Okay, good. The boars can graze on grass. That is awesome. So we don't really need to feed any of the animals except for Groucho here. And it looks like we're getting the tilled soil down. That's nice. It'd be nice if Umbra and Cheetah could get back to planting. It looks like they're cutting some trees though. I queued up a few trees in the area, but I didn't think they'd get right to it. Oh, he's trying to tame the raccoon as well. Okay, well, that's fine. Again, I'd rather have Hawk doing that. Let's see, what's your priority for animal handling? It's at 3. You would think, given all the growing and plant cutting he needs to do, he would prioritize that, but I'll drop that down to 4, just so that he goes back to what he should be doing. And that's looking a little bit better. All the potatoes are down and all the strawberries are down, so at least our food sources are coming along. Current growth rate is 160%, so they are definitely moving nicely. Only 140 for the potatoes, but that's still better than the default 100, so I'll take it. And then what are we looking at over here? 200 for the smoke leaf and 200 for the heel root. So I think the soil over there is a little bit better, and then the fact that we tilled it just made it even better than that. But I'll take that. I might hunt this boar here, because this one's a bit old. I'd rather... Oh, the chickens are getting busy again. I'd rather tame younger animals than older ones. So, are we just eating this raw? Like, what is going on with this bird meat? Nobody's cooking it. Make pemmican for... Well, the problem is all the plant matter is not here. Did they ever... They didn't really harvest these, did they? No, it would appear that they did not. So whenever they get around to that, they'll make some pemmican, if they ever do. I think they will as soon as they're done planting. That's been sort of preoccupying them, and then I guess they're cutting trees first. But there's only a handful of trees left for them to cut. So I would think that they'll eventually... Yeah, they're going to go start harvesting now. So, in that case, I will go ahead and hunt this, because we are going to need some meat to mix in with those berries. Oh, there's the male boar. We need to get him too. There's a rat. That's not a lot of meat. I don't know if that's worth hunting. What do we have here? Hares. Hares make good eating. Not a lot of eating, but, you know, food. Let's see, what is this? A wild boar, age 4. Let's hunt the hares. We just want to make sure we have, you know, enough meat to mix in with the... Okay, good, he's doing it right now. So we should start seeing some pemmican. Let's see, for 5 meat and 5 berry, how much pemmican do we get? Because it's been a long time since I've done a Lost Tribe start. What's her deal? Disturbed sleep, slept on ground, slept in cold. Yeah. I could put you guys next to each other on the ground, if that helps. Let's see. Let's build a copy. I'll move hers over. We'll do that. This will be Umbra's, and then that will just get removed. This is going to be Jarl Black now. And I'll take this one, move it over, and that'll be Trobo and Hawk. So at least they can sleep on the floor together. And then hopefully we can eventually get them some proper beds. Let's see. Nope, not Lucia. We have a little bit of emu leather and rat leather. What we need is like significant quantities of any sort of leather. Oh, I missed. Oh no, he didn't finish. Okay. So how much pemmican is this going to net us? God, that does not cook very fast, does it? Okay, I didn't quite catch that. But whatever. As long as he's producing food for us, that's fine. We're getting a bit of steel there. Hawk, what are you up to? Taking berries? I imagine you're trying to tame animals with those. Let's see. Are any of these... 95 is pretty good. We'll harvest that. 70, 97. Here, I'll just use the hotkey. 94, 94. Anything that's pretty far along, we'll go ahead and do. But if they're in the 70s or 80s, I don't think it's worth it. Because we'll get a lesser harvest than if we had waited. That's looking decent. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, and we can always just start hunting animals and turning them into simple meals if we need to. I just figure the pemmican might be a better way to go because it'll last not forever, but pretty damn close. And the chickens should start dropping eggs pretty soon. So that one's fertilized. That was the one getting busy with the rooster. Oh, this one was too. Okay, so those are going to potentially hatch into other chickens. This one is not fertilized, and so it'll just drop eggs that we can turn into food. Alright, so I've decided to make a change here. Jarl Black is going to get a little bit higher research priority, because it seems like Umbra has been preoccupied with her other duties, and since he's competent at research at 8, and also has a little bit of passion for it, I figure we may as well have him doing it rather than nothing at all. If I draft you, will you go... Where did you get a beer? What? We're not crafting beer. I don't know how he got that. Did I assign a research? Oh, that's why. Oop, no, we want that one. That's why nobody's researching. Is she gonna go do that right now? Honestly, I'm gonna change that, because I would rather Jarl Black do it. You got other things to concern yourself with, so I'm gonna drop you to 4. We'll leave him at 3, so if there's building to be done, he'll drop everything and do that. But otherwise, he should go and research. I might change that to... Maybe I could do 1 and 2. We'll see how that works. But I may need to up both of those priorities. So Umbra, back to whatever you were doing. And why won't you research? You just done for the day? Checking out? I can understand that, but I need you doing something. So I'll try that and see how it goes. He's just standing. I can force you to do it. No, I can't. Okay. Well, we'll see if he does it tomorrow then. Yeah, we are not having a lot of luck with our taming. You should be a little bit better at that. Let's see. Learned max today. Further learning multiplied by 20%. Okay. Well, she's not far off from leveling up. And it looks like Trobo and Hawk are mining away. Did you already try to tame some of these animals or hunt? I don't recall giving you that high a mining priority. Let's see, 3. Oh, hunting is 4. Okay, then let's put that a bit higher. Whoops. Because we could use some food. I'll let her finish mining that, and then I think she'll go take care of it herself. But if she doesn't, I'll draft her, and that should reset her priorities. She's going to go to sleep. Okay, that's fine. As long as she hunts in the morning. Did she even finish this? God, she had like one more hit left on that, and she didn't bother. and apparently he decided to finish it instead of doing what he was doing, so whatever. We're not in any rush for it. Is there anything that we absolutely need right now? Let's see. We don't need to worry about quarries yet because we have plenty of steel available. We could start producing art, but I don't feel like we can spare the manpower right now. So I don't think I'll bother with that. Same goes for painting and writing. We just have too much other stuff to be doing. What is wrong with him? I can't seem to figure out why he won't do anything. Equipping beer as a sidearm. That's one hell of a sidearm. Okay, so something was weird with his AI there, but he seems to be fine now. Hopefully in the morning he'll go and research for us. Ooh, wow, the game kind of lagged a bit there. Let's pan away from all the Z's. That should speed things up. Oh, we have a raid coming. Let's see. What do you have? A steel knife. Are you any good? Whoa. Okay. Pretty damn good at handling animals. So he is incapable of intellectual and artistic stuff, but that's fine. He's got plenty of other uses. He's also got some passion for growing and mining, so we can make him a decent archer. We could dedicate him to handling animals so that Hawk can do hunting and stuff. Well, actually, he could do it as well, and Hawk could do other things. Although he sort of fills the role that she was intended for. He's also very passionate about medicine, and not too bad at it either. And then could really help out with growing and mining. So let's see. He is a masochist. Just getting hurt kind of does it for him. And then he is attractive. So I would like to attempt to take him captive, if we can. It'll be difficult not to kill him, but we'll certainly try. So we'll let him charge on over. I don't think he's much of a threat with just a steel knife. Although I may want to intercept him just based on the fact that I do have animals around and I don't want him to go stab an animal to death. So let's see. I will draft you three. The other two can sleep. Where is he again? Alright, let's get you guys out here. Hawk set up there. And if we can, we're just going to pummel him to death. So let's see. Equip your fists. Go melee attack him. We'll do the same thing with you. And Hawk, try not to kill him. Hope the dog might get involved. Let's see. How bad is he? No immediate danger. Did that just happen? Did we just destroy his middle finger? He did drop his knife. I'm just curious if he's going to go down of his own accord or if we need to keep hitting him. Okay, he's down but not dead. You can go back to resting. You can go back to resting. What we're going to need to do... Are you in any immediate danger? Oh, God. Your left leg got bitten off. Hold on here. Oh. Oh, man. Should have kept the dog out of it. Let's see. So, Groucho tore Bell biting his left leg while wearing a blank look. He just, like, wasn't into it at all, but he was doing his job. Wow, okay. Well, bit his leg clean off. That's really going to limit him, unfortunately. We're still going to try to rescue him, but his usefulness might have just taken a dive. Also, we need somewhere to keep him. That is another issue. We can build a tiny little like wooden hut somewhere for now. So let's just do that. And I guess at the very least, let's do a sleeping spot. We'll put it here. And then let's just do some basic walls. Like, I don't know. whoops, just a room big enough to lock him in, like that. And I guess we could just build the walls around him. I didn't need to do it like that. Okay, so we'll set that for prisoners, medical, sure. We can't capture him until this is built. So, how long do we have? 13 hours. Can I get you to prioritize this? I need to do that first. Oh, Groucho. You had to go and maim him, didn't you? So, yeah, that's bleeding pretty bad. Otherwise, he's not in very bad shape, though. God. So we're going to have to build him a prosthetic as well, or he's going to be useless. Black, are you trying to go to bed? No, you're standing again. I don't understand what your deal is. It looks like Trobo's going to handle most of that. You could start helping, though. Are you trying to go to sleep? Yeah. No, I need you to do this first. And then that needs to get done. You know what? Let's have you work on that instead. Did you just... Okay. I was like, did you just ignore my order? Apparently he did. Okay then. No, dude, I need you to do this. And we have a psychic drone. Fantastic. It's for males, so 3 out of our 5 are going to be very unpleased by that. Why do they just like absolutely refuse to follow orders? Like, it's not that hard to just throw down some walls real quick. You're trying to go to sleep, aren't you? Finish that shit. You're all black. I need you to do... Okay, you're already doing that. But if you guys could move a little bit more quickly... Did you roof off? Did you literally just roof off like half of it and then bail? Let's do this. Dude, finish your damn job. Okay. You're all black. Capture him. Oh, right. For prisoners. Okay. Now that that ordeal is done, capture him. What is he wearing, by the way? Just like pants? And then Umbra, I need you to treat him like now. We'll make sure that he doesn't get medicine or anything. We'll set to chat and recruit. He should be fairly easy to recruit, actually. And no medicine, just patch him up. Make sure he doesn't bleed out. Oh wow, Guillermo from the National Confederacy of whatever the hell that says was wandering nearby and noticed you could use some help. He would like to join your colony. He is a Glitterworld surgeon and his traits are lazy and optimist. Yeah. The fact that he's lazy kind of hurts, but he'll have some medical skill, hopefully some other stuff. And the fact that he's optimistic means he's less likely to break, so sure, why not? Oh, Guillermo, that's an interesting haircut you got there. We'll build a, what the hell is it called? I have a mod installed that lets you build mirrors that can change people's appearance, so we'll change that ridiculous hair. But we'll just say he's Redguard from Hammerfell. Oh wow, is he good? Wow. Everybody has animal skill. I don't get that. In every playthrough I'm doing right now, every character we get seems to have really high animal skill and high passion for it. But it looks like he'll be decent at all forms of combat. I guess he's like maybe an Alakir warrior or something. And then as medicine as well. And then we can make him decent at mining and crafting with a little bit of practice. Cool, I'm happy with that pickup. We'll need to get you some clothes though, man. Why are you wandering around naked? I'm sure there's an interesting story behind that. Okay, so how are you doing? You're not bleeding out anymore, so that's good. Blood loss was only minor. We got to him in time. I wonder if she just like cauterized the damn thing. Like the leg's gone, there's no saving it. So, we need to get you some clothing. Oh, okay. So the medieval mod adds. Honestly, I kind of don't like this fact. It adds gloves and like shoes and stuff. So he's not technically naked, although he's only wearing socks, boots, and gloves. So by I think our standards, he is very much naked. But RimWorld doesn't seem to think so. Oh no. Okay, RimWorld does think so. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting getup he's got going. Let's give him a sleeping spot. I should have turned that the other way. There we go. And that will be his. Until we have a better place for him, we will, of course, give him a new name and definitely a new haircut. Hopefully some clothing as well. Oh, those are fertilized. We need to get that stored but not cooked. Let's make sure that this is set to not cook with fertilized eggs. I imagine it would be. Is it not even listed in here? Yeah. Not even an option. Good. Because those are going to turn into new chickens. And we like having more chickens because we don't have to feed chickens. They just kind of feed themselves. Okay, good. He's going to pick that up and put it somewhere where it won't be deteriorated. This one should be getting cooked with. Oh, actually, no. I think for pemmican, it has to specifically be meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bill to cook simple meals. And we'll have that as do forever as well. And so if we have meat, we'll make pemmican. But if we have animal products and vegetables, then we'll turn it into simple meals. And we'll just have to make sure that the simple meals get eaten first. So I think what I'll do is I'll forbid... They're actually cutting into my pemmican pretty quickly. I'll forbid the larger stacks so that they eat from the smaller stacks, and then any what do you call it? Any simple meals that become available, they'll prioritize those. We need to make sure that he is getting recruited. Who's on wardening again? I think Hawk is the main person for that. But apparently, oh, Umbra's just going to go clean over here. Let's harvest these up. Let's see, Hunter lacks range weapon. Guillermo is technically a hunter. We actually need to set his priorities and stuff. So, firefighting 1, patient 1, doctoring. Umbra, that should be a bit higher. We'll have them both at 2. Bed rest will also be 2 here, and then, why do I keep doing that? We'll set that to 1. Wardening, I'll leave that at 4. If they have a decent ability to do something, but I don't want them to necessarily do it, I still like to leave it at 4. Because if you don't give them any priority for it, you can't manually give them orders to do it. So my hope is that by setting it this low and giving them a bunch of higher priority things to do, that they won't really do it unless I specifically tell them to, which is what I'm looking for. If you want to do most of the animal handling right now, that's fine. You're apparently a lot better at it than Hawk is. So I'll set that at 2 as well. Negotiation, let's set that to 4. I don't want you doing it, but if I need you to in a pinch, you'll be able to. You don't really need to cook. I think Chetta's going to be doing most of the cooking. Hunting, yeah, we'll set that to 2. We'll put that at 4. Mining, we'll put that at 4. Although, you know what? Let's set that a bit higher, because you can actually become proficient in that. Same with crafting. We'll have you doing a little bit of it. I wonder if maybe we could turn him into our tailor. I had said last episode that I didn't want Trobo to be worrying too much about crafting clothing. I wanted him making like weapons and armor and structures. So if I could have somebody else dedicated to like, tailoring basic clothes, that'd be great. And Guillermo could fill that role with a little bit of practice. I will set that to like 3 as well. And that's all fine. Perfect. Okay. So his recruitment difficulty is pretty low. I think we'll be able to get him without too much trouble, especially with, let's see, who had the highest social again? I think it was Hawk at 8. or Hawk at 9, yeah. So I don't think Hawk will have too much trouble getting him to join up. Although we are going to need to get him a prosthetic leg. So I got to decide what I want to do about that. What are you wearing, by the way? I just kind of gave it a once over. Gloves, pants, socks, and boots. Yeah, I wish this wasn't a thing. It's kind of annoying, honestly. It's just more items that you have to deal with. Although not having them doesn't seem to bother anybody. I gave him boots, but nobody else has boots. They just have, like, he has a tunic and then a gambeson over it. And then a tabard over that. And then some pants. And that seems to be enough for him, so... yeah. Let's see. Oh, he's going to go feed our captive. That's nice of him. We are running out of pemmican pretty quickly here, but it looks like Cheta is just starting to craft some simple meals for us. You know what? I'm going to change up the priorities here a bit. I'm going to add another build to make... oh, can we not make fine meals? Well, that's interesting then. Let's see. What is weak stew? From a few ingredients. 0.3 raw food. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's try that instead. I want to see how effective that is. So cook weak stew. We're going to have that prioritized above simple meals. And we'll see how that goes. Because if that feeds them more effectively, then I'd rather do that than simple meals. Let's see. When are these going to hatch? Oh, it's going to be a while, isn't it? That sucks that they don't stack. We're going to need a room dedicated just to that, probably. Okay. You're just kind of wandering around. Let's make sure we hunt that turkey. We still haven't gotten the raccoon or really any of the animals we've targeted. What are you? Wild boar, age 4. I'm not going to kill that one yet. We've got a turtle here. There's our alpaca. There's the hare that we're trying to kill. Haven't bothered with that either. But things are slowly coming along. We are up to 6 people finally. You know, I'm wondering... we didn't have any option for a tailoring bench, did we? No, we didn't. Nothing in here either. I think we need to hit this first research threshold to do that. Let's see. Smokehouse, so we can smoke food. Stone hearth, I think, is another alternative for cooking. Medieval cot, which we can get people up off the floor with. So that'll be great. Double cot for the married couples. Small wooden tables. Medieval stools. Combat stand, I don't know what that is. Maybe like a small like watchtower equivalent. And then we have a storage pallet. Not sure what that does. Let's see, there's also braziers, street lamps, light reflectors, gardening boxes, a blacksmith's forge, and guest beds, well, guest cots. The blacksmith's forge is interesting, but I want to be able to tailor clothes. Oh, I guess that's this one. So we'll actually queue... I don't know if we should do that next or if we should do stone cutting. I always forget where it is. I thought it was down here, but apparently I was mistaken. There's brewing. We're going to want to get to that eventually as well. And devil strand. I'd rather grow devil strand than cotton. Let's see. It's got to be in here somewhere. There it is, stone cutting. So, obviously, stone cutting is pretty critical. But being able to make clothes for people is also important. So that's kind of a difficult call. I'm not going to decide yet. I don't think we're going to finish this in this episode anyway, so feel free to weigh in. Tailoring systems or stone cutting first? I guess, maybe that's not such a difficult choice as I thought, because... oh, are the boars? Oh, we got one of the boars. We got the... I don't remember getting notified about that. Anyways, we don't have anything to make clothes out of. So, I'm thinking that maybe we should just do the stone cutting first, now that I think about it. I am going to add a growing zone here, though. And this is going to... Oh, we can dedicate fishing zones. I should probably do that. I'll wait. I'll wait on that, because we don't need it right away. We seem to be doing okay with food. But I guess at the same time it wouldn't hurt. Anyways, what I was going to do here is dedicate this to growing cotton in the meantime. And then later we'll transition to Devil Strand, but at least that way we have something going. And as usual, we will till this soil so that it grows more effectively. And let's play with this. So how does this work? So it has to be the shallows, I guess. Well, let's just do the whole thing then. And they're welcome to fish from that. Allow fishing. Okay, species in zone: sea snake, mashgon, blue blade, and tail teeth. Okay, I've never heard of any of those, and I have been fishing before. So I'm assuming those are RimWorld specific fish. No infections here, that is good. We'll have to see how much this affects his manipulation. Hopefully not too badly. And how is he doing socially? He's actually sort of warming up to Umbra, but it doesn't look like Hawk has been to visit him at all. Oh, as I say that, she's trying to recruit him right now. I think you're going to need to build up a rapport with him first. Oh, you're trying to train the horse? Okay. I wonder... Let's see, is it under miscellaneous? No, maybe it's furniture. Yeah, change mirror. 20 steel, 20 wood. We can build that right now. So I'll throw that in there and then we can change his appearance up. And we'll probably have to do that for Bell as well, although he's not as bad. So I'm still not sure what's going on with Jarl Black. He doesn't seem to be willing to do anything. He just keeps standing around. So I'm going to try giving him priority 1 for research. And then I'm going to order him to move. He's going to go equip his beer as a sidearm. And then he's going to eat. That's kind of concerning. And where is this beer coming from? We're not crafting it. Maybe he had that much beer on him. That's really strange. Please don't just go back to standing. What is his deal? I can't force him to research. Let's see. Psychic drone, very tired. So I don't think he's like really been sleeping. That's concerning. Like if he won't feed himself or rest or anything, we have kind of a problem here. So we're out of time anyways. I'm going to look into this issue. Or if you guys have experienced this before and know a solution for it, feel free to let me know. But we'll end it here and pick back up with our playthrough in the next episode. I may do a little bit of work off camera. I'm going to try to take things slow for the first few episodes, just so you guys can see how everything builds up, and then once we're kind of settled in, I'll start moving a little bit quicker. But I may do a little bit of stuff off camera just because it's going to get a bit tedious, I imagine. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.